everybody. Oh, I haven't got my microphone. Haha. Give that a go. On it goes. Hello, everybody. That's
Hi,
better.
everybody.
Yeah, microphones. Now that they work. Hey, hey. Can you hear me now? Good. Hi, Sally.
Hi. And welcome to all our friends to another episode of Psychic Sundays Live.
Woohoo!
Yes. Okay, so it's been,
Has it been a fun week?
yeah, it
Yeah.
has. Yes.
Yeah. Do anything exciting on the long weekend?
No. Well, it's pretty exciting for me to just be home and relax. You know, because I've got a lot of things on the go right now. I'm very much looking forward to retiring from my 9 to 5 job so I can focus in more on this. And I would like to remind everybody about our upcoming event on September 29th, which is the Psychic Soul Sisters. And that is going to be me, Lynn Stevenson, and Pam Mahoney. And they've both been on the show before. And the three of us have teamed up. And this will be our second show in Stratford. It's an evening with the Psychic Soul Sisters. There's an exhibit of hands-on psychic tools and a museum of curiosity. There'll be demonstrations. There's merchandise. There's also going to be minute readings and spirit messages with
Awesome.
all of us. Yes.
So
and
you got your microphone too low.
do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you're singing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more visible, but at least now I can hear you better.
Yes. Okay. So I hope all of you heard what I had to say about Psychic Soul Sisters event. Now that is $44 if you buy your tickets in advance. To get a link to Eventbrite, just go to my website, sallydiane.com.
And let's get on with it then.
Okay. Well, first off, we have email. So we'll get started with that. We'll start out with an email from Brother Creed Chris. And I think a lot of you have noticed that he hasn't been around for the past few weeks. Well, he has been in the hospital. And I want all of us to send him nice healing energies. The doctor said that the earliest he could get out is Tuesday. So we're all rooting for him to get out on Tuesday. So please send out those energies. And his question is, will I be let out on Tuesday? Well, if we've got anything to say about it, Brother Creed Chris, you will. But we'll just throw a few cards on your situation there. Okay, so. Yes. Yes.
Oh, what happened to that camera?
What happened to my camera? This can't.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, well, we'll fix that in a minute.
okay. So I know that you guys haven't seen the cards I turned over. What we turned over for you is the Fool, which tells me, yes, I see you moving on to other opportunities. But then you have the Sun and the Eight of Wands. So that there is some restrictions here. So there's that. Okay. But they're just going to make you eat better, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Healthy food. Go away. Vegetables taste like sad.
You really ought to be hiding people's email addresses.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, so we're just going to. So the next one is from Sherry V. And Sherry says, hi, Queen of Ooga Booga Sally. Hi, Sherry. I have a question for your YouTube channel reading. There is a woman who took offense to something I said. Can you believe that? And her response is to socially exclude me. We share a large social network. How do I handle her? Thank you, Sherry. Well, the very first thing I got there was this whole kind of bullying thing, because you'll get somebody who wants to bully you, so they make you think that they pull more sway than you. And if she's ignoring you, then you should ignore her. But I know that's mother advice, right? So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so I need one more shuffle there, Sherry. So let's see what this situation is. Okay, so yeah, it just really shows why I said it was right. She wants to put herself up as being the queen cat. And she's just the same as everybody else, right? And even here, I see that this is somebody that you just can't get along with. I think she's one of those people that have a chip on her shoulder that's just daring you, here, knock that chip off, right? What I do see is the sun dead center. And so the cards are reminding you that you are well liked. And like you said, you have a large social network, and she's only one person. She does not hold the sway that you think she does, unless you act like she does. So just sticks and stones may break my bones. I don't want to talk to you either. That's how you should handle her.
Hey, Haunting Life made it.
Well, hi. Hi.
Do we have more emails?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have...
Sorry, folks, for all you waiting to get your question answered. We normally don't get this many emails.
And I really love it. Anybody else who wants to be answered, have their question answered right at the beginning of the show, remember to send an email to info@sallydiane.com. And last but not least is from Cindy. And Cindy C says, "Hi, Sally. Would love to learn how the month of September is looking for me. Hugs as always, Cindy." And Cindy, I am so sorry I didn't see your question in time last week. So I know that your son's getting married on the 28th. So I'm going to kind of look at that too. But let's look at your month of September in general. Okay, so it's starting out a little rocky. It seems like things don't seem to be turning in your direction. Okay, and I think there might be some blocks around your money. So you're going to feel pretty unlucky in the beginning of September. Oh, okay. But then when you get to the end, you have the Nine of Swords, but it's the Nine of Swords reversed. So when you get swords reversed, it's like the swords and the pain falling out. And so it's whatever is making you anxious. Oh, I get it. Whatever is making you anxious. As soon as your son gets married, I can see you're very anxious about that. And as soon as your son gets married, you're going to feel like the weight of the world is off of you. You're really worried about this, and it just seems like, yeah, it's hard to get on top of it. Sorry, folks. Okay, so overall, September's going to be challenging, but I think you already knew that. And once you get past your son's wedding, it's going to be time to relax and take it easy. But yeah, you are going to be very, very busy in September, and I think your budget's going to be a little bit challenged for obvious reasons. So let's see how the you said September 23rd, right? September 23rd wedding's going to go. Okay. For your beautiful son. Okay, so. Okay, so you do have a few hiccups the morning of, like right before. You might have problems with the flowers not getting there on time, or something along those lines. It feels like some of the little things may be there, but overall, oh, your son is going to look so handsome. And he's going to be very nervous as well. It shows him as being a little rigid. He might be a little hungover too. Who knows? Okay, so yeah, it's actually going to be all right. It's just that I do see some of the little things not quite going through, and I do see your son as being rigid and nervous, and he might even be thinking about running, but he's not going to. So he's not going to have cold feet, but you're going to see this. He's really going to be nervous. Just relax, kiddo.
How many of you got kids going back to school on Tuesday? Oh, wait a minute. Last I saw, Tuesday is a professional development day. The teachers gave themselves a 5-day weekend.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
So I guess who's going back to school on Wednesday? Let us know in the comments.
Yes. And also want everybody to let everybody know about crystal ball readings. I had a request for a crystal ball reading on Wednesday. And with the crystal ball readings, they tend to be a little intense. So I have to do a half-hour meditation before I do a crystal ball reading or readings. And so since I'm already going to be all meditated and in the right state of mind to do a crystal ball reading, anybody who is interested in getting a crystal ball reading, there's 3 slots open. There's an 11 o'clock, an 11:30, and a 12 o'clock slot open for crystal ball readings. And if you are interested, give the spa a call at 519-272-1293. Okay, and with that, we'll move on to who's next.
I'm not sure which question you've done so far.
None.
Oh, well, hello, Glenifa. I'm not sure if I should report my manager and director to HR because I feel like they are ruining my reputation.
Okay, so let's just see what you need to know about that situation. See what the universe thinks you should do. Let's leave it up to them. Interesting. Okay, so what you should do, not necessarily go to human resources, except to see what other positions are available, because it feels like a transfer works quite well for you. So I think that you're at the right company, but you're with the wrong person, basically. So if it means a change of department, go ahead and do so. Even if they tell you that you'll lose out on seniority or something like that, if you do it anyway. You're going to work so much better if you have a manager that you can trust. And I'm not sure what she did, but she did somehow break trust with you. And that's just something that's not going to be built back. So what the cards are saying your best bet is start over. So new department should work out quite well for you. But they're saying you definitely don't have to waste time where you're at right now. Or think that just because you stayed there another 6 months or something that you're in a better position, because you're not. All right, so who's next?
Hello, Mary M.
Hi, Mary.
Next we have Bonita. Hello, I haven't been feeling well. Will I receive any good news soon?
Okay, so Bonita is one of our longtime friends, so everybody send a little positive energy to Bonita.
Definitely.
Yeah, it just feels like she's kind of draggy, like she's down a quart of something. Yep.
I have a question here for you, Bonita. What is soon?
Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about Bonita. Well, that looks like good news. Okay, so, I get this feeling. I don't know whether this is a baby or a new beginning, but there's something new coming your way. And the thing of it is that I don't know whether it's a sister or an in-law, but it's somebody close to you just gets insanely jealous. And that's not really a bad thing because it looks like it's something that you could take in stride and maybe think it's a little funny. So, yeah, you got some good news and enough to make somebody jelly.
Oh,
So
sorry
there you
about.
go.
Sorry, folks. I'm not switching to the other camera.
Oh,
Let's try that again.
okay, so here's where I see a new beginning coming your way, Bonita. And here, these two together, this tells me that you've got somebody who is usually used to being on top, and with a new opportunity coming your way, whatever this is, because it almost feels like a pregnancy. But I'm just putting that on hold. But it just feels like you come through with this new beginning that somebody else wanted in their life. So you've got one of the women in your family gets really jealous of you, and even though even though she says bad things about you, you're over here just kind of well, sometimes when it's sibling rivalry or something there like that, sometimes we get a little smug. So you'll have some reason to be smug.
Next, we have Suzanne, who wants to know how her coming week will be.
Oh,
Well, Tuesday's got to be crazy. Be careful not to stub your toe on Friday too hard.
okay, so
Are you caught up?
um, wait,
You
wait,
are
wait.
way too far down.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, here we go. Suzanne says super long weekend, great. Okay, here we go. Hi, Marcy. Suzanne. Okay, how will my week be? There I am. I'm in the right place now. Hi, Suzanne. And we're just gonna look at the week ahead for Suzanne. And I know you've got things happening on all levels next week. So you can't be late and you can't be disorganized. All right. So I do see that I need to move it over a little. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, so toward the end of the week, your husband gets some good news. And at the beginning of the week, you've got yourself here, and it looks like you're kind of juggling a lot of things. You're taking care of your kitten, so you're getting him off to school. But there's also there's also some kind of interview. But it feels like this is a good week for both you and your husband. So woohoo!
Okay, and next we have Mary Ann, who would love spirit messages.
All right. There it is. So, Marianne, spirit message. They're showing me like an easel and a palette, which that it kind of says that you're the artist of your own story, if it will. It feels like they're telling me that all you need is to have your goal and aim toward it. So it makes me think that maybe you're trying to go in two or three different directions at once when they're talking about things where you need to just make sure your vision is clear. Set one goal, make sure your vision is very clear on it. Make sure you've painted the right picture for yourself. Okay. See if there's anything else there. Okay, so another thing is, I if somebody has been distrustful in the past, they're going to be distrustful now, and so you should not lend money or valuable possessions to such a person. You're not likely to see them back. Okay.
All right. So who we got next?
Hmm.
Joanne wants to know about September.
Yes. Okay. So September for Joanne. What does Joanne need to know? Okay, so the first thing the cards are telling me is, life isn't fair. So not everything that happens is fair. And you really do yourself a disservice by just sitting there and stomping your feet and going, well, that's not fair. The best thing you can do when faced with an unfair situation is look beyond it and figure out what your next move is. So there's that. And there's that. Okay, so yeah, don't count on fairness this month, but know that you have the power and the vision and the creativity and the knowledge to put yourself forward. But this is a focus on you and your own goals. This is not a work with everything with everybody else and do everything for everybody else kind of month. Okay. Yes, Suzanne, I want everybody to like the show, and I thank you for liking the show. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It all helps. And make sure you tell your friends about us, too. All right, so Kara, she's next, and Kara wants to know, how will my job go next Wednesday that I'm starting? Oh, okay. So Kara's starting a new job next Wednesday. Congratulations, Kara. Let's see what the cards have to say about your new job. It's kind of exhilarating and scary all at the same time, isn't it? Yeah, going back to being the new kid on the block again. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say. All right, so the Four of Pentacles, good advice. Keep your ears open, keep your mouth shut. So listen with your head, listen with your heart, and don't just jump on any bandwagon. So proceed with care and think the relationships you form there carefully, because I think that tells me that there might be some office politics. Yes, there's some office politics. So make sure you get on the right side of the office politics. Okay. I've always found that the best thing you can do is remember who signs your paycheck. Okay, so there's definitely office politics there. So make sure you bring your thick skin, but know that, keep your eyes open and think about the relationships that you form. And don't let the bullies get to you. Because it seems like you yourself do a good job and you're good in that position and the right people like you there. So don't take this snide remarks in the office politics too seriously. If somebody has time to do that sort of stuff, they don't have time to do the job right. Okay, and Lynette is asking for messages from her spirit guides. All right. So, Lynette. Lynette. Spirit guide messages for Lynette. Okay, one thing your spirit guides are saying is, through the fall and right up through November. They're showing me November. Always have a plan B as far as transportation. I think you may have car troubles or transportation troubles of some sort. So anytime you really need to be somewhere, make sure you have a plan B there. Um, Oh, you're coming into, as we come into September and October, what they say is what they call the veil between the living and the dead becomes stronger, which is why have more intense dreams around the end of October. And for you, I am seeing that your ancestors are going to start coming through. I don't know whether that's going to be this month or next month, but there is a time in the not too distant future where you're going to get some very distinct visits in your dreams. So when you go to bed, always kind of tell yourself, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. And try and think about the sort of things you would ask some of your past loved ones. Because it feels like you're going to have some visitors in the fall, which is pretty cool. Okay, so
Ashley wants to know about September.
okay, the rest of September. It's funny that time has just been going by so fast. It feels like as soon as the month starts, it's done. Okay, so what does Ashley need to know for September? Okay, one thing I see is this whole kind of put your best foot forward. So no matter where you're going, always make sure you look your best. Just give yourself that little extra polish, extra bit of jewelry or something like that. It just feels like make sure you look your best. That's going to benefit you. Oh, honey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that good? All right. All right. So, Ashley, I think that you must be between relationships. So when I see this Seven of Cups, I see you kind of working through some old feelings. It feels like you're kind of letting go of the baggage, but you're not sure you want to let go of the baggage, and you don't know whether you love him enough to wait for him anymore, and yada, 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 right? So it feels like you start out September pretty confused emotionally. And to add to that, somebody new comes along. So you've got new love interest coming in. And this is somebody who's loving and kind and everything your last one wasn't. So yeah, about the time your last one's ready to come back and make some peace with you, that's about the time when you decide that you like the new guy better. Awesome. That's karma for you.
Well, it's that time of the week again.
It is.
Where we do the pick a card. We'll be right back. And now it's time for Sally to do the pick a card. Sally will draw 3 cards and you pick one of those ahead of time. The reading for that card is your reading for the coming week.
And for the week of September 4th, which card will you pick? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Which card is your tarot card this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your card for this week is a 5 of coins reversed. This tells me that a time of financial stress is coming to an end. Okay, and remember those who have taken care of you. So this is a week where you're going to get a little bit more, not a lot bit more, but a little bit more. But always remember, when you get a little bit more, you want to share a little bit more, a little bit with everybody who helped you. So this is definitely a week for you to be as unselfish and charitable as possible. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card for this week is the Six of Cups reversed. Now, the Cups right side up talks about being focused in on the past, maybe a little nostalgic, possibly even a little childish. But when it turns around, it shows people showing a more grown up side and probably forward looking. So this is a good week for you to not only live in the now, but live in the future, not look in the past at all, because that's what, nobody's looking in the past right now. So this is a week for you to focus in on the future and let the past go. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your tarot card for the week is the Knight of Cups. What a lovely card. And this is somebody who is chivalrous. This is somebody who is kind and creative and caring and unselfish. And this is a person who is in your life and who will help you out this week. So there is somebody who plays an important, positive part in your life who has these qualities. Very good. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Okay, and here we are again.
Hi,
Back
everybody.
to the regular show.
Yes, I noticed that Suzanne had asked about the crystal ball reading, what that is. And crystal ball is kind of like a sort of scrying. That's why I have to.
What do you mean a sort of?
It is scrying. It is scrying. And it's kind of an advanced scrying. So I really need to do a meditation and be extra in touch with my guides and have conversations with them before I do the crystal ball reading. It can be pretty intense. But
Hey, it's worth just to come.
yeah, everybody likes it.
Yeah, it's worth just to come and look at the $600 crystal ball. It was an anniversary gift. And unknowns to me, crystal is the 15th anniversary. So that worked out great.
Okay, so
Who is next?
well, I think that we're looking at.
Haunting Life wants to know whether Trevor will be able to get the wheelchair.
Oh, okay. I know that if you have trouble with that, there's places like the Legion or the Knights of Columbus. There's lots of places that will donate wheelchairs. The use of wheelchair. I mean, that's how we got the
Yeah, but
walker.
we're in Stratford.
Yeah.
They're not.
Call around. I'm sure that you will find a place that can help you out with the wheelchair.
You might actually be able to borrow one from the Army Navy in Stratford if all else fails.
Yes. Okay, so let's see about Trevor and finding a wheelchair. What do the cards have to say about it? Now that we've put in our 2 cents worth, right? Well, there he is. He finds one. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. He's got a handle on this. He definitely has a handle on this. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I only had one card there. Okay, that's just one card. Yeah, the only thing I see that could be wrong with it is that it might end up costing more than you expect or more than you want to pay. But that's what happens with things like that. So yes, he will.
Well, see if you can borrow one before you buy one. Money's tight for everybody.
Yes. Okay, so Marcy says Cindy's son is so handsome and his bride is very gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you say that about every bride.
That's because every bride is gorgeous.
I used to DJ weddings, so I disagree.
Okay, what is crystal ball reading versus other readings? More intense, a lot more meditative. I go into a bit of a deeper trance. So I have less control over my the words that come out of my mouth. Okay.
Jessica, will this new career path pay off?
All right. Jessica's new career path. And I hope I see you. As a matter of fact, I hope I see all of you on the 29th of September. It's going to be twice as big and twice as much fun as the last time. Okay, and same price. All right,
Is what he said.
that's one.
That was worth one.
It probably was. Okay, Jessica. Jessica's on a new career path. Let's see. Well, you're sort of questioning your reasons for doing that, but yeah, it looks like you do have some lessons to learn. I guess they call that paying your dues, but it looks like it is a good new beginning. I think that it's going to be a lot more complex than you anticipated, and you're still going to enjoy it. Yes, I know I'm shouting. I can't help myself. I shout all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay, and then you have the tower reversed, and wow, look at this. You know, it's kind of saying don't doubt your decision. Don't doubt your decision to make a new career path, because the one you were on was basically a house of cards. It was about ready to fall apart anyway. So you've definitely done the right thing. You've got a big yes there. It's worth the effort. It's worth the trouble.
Well, there you go, Jessica. Next, we have Sandy Williams. I'm working 2 jobs. One has had hours cut back. Do you see anything for either?
Okay, Sandy and a job. Sandy and career. Okay. Sandy. Hmm. Yeah, first off, the job that was doing cutbacks, I think that they're not telling everybody anything. There seems to be a little bit of deception there. And so I would say that that's not necessarily where you need to look. The one you do need to look at is the other one, the one that's not cutting back. Because when I
What
see
card is that?
that's the 9 of Cups, and sometimes that's called the Wish card. And so it tells me that the things that you want are out there, and I just don't feel like you need to be working 2 jobs. I think you have one there that you can build on and make something better out of it.
Well, there you go, Sandy.
Okay, so uh, I think Brother Chris's pain meds may be kicking in. He asked if will Trevor get the wheelchair seat?
Well, it's because the first time around there were some typos.
Ah,
That's okay. I knew what you were saying.
yes, of course we do. Okay, so
Suzanne says that last week he told her she'd have some callbacks for jobs and interviews this week, and you were right. Yay.
Marcy, I so do. I so do. It is 59 days right now. Oh, you're welcome, Marcy. And you're welcome, Haunting Live. And
We're
thank
out
you.
of questions.
Yeah,
Well, it's a long weekend, so
it is.
so
It
it's a little,
is.
there's always less viewers than a long weekend. That's okay though.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at Justin Bieber in
Oh,
a
nobody
while.
cares about Justin Bieber.
Okay, write down in the chat how many of you people want to hear about Justin Bieber. We don't need to look at Harry and Meghan again. We know they both picked each other for the same reason, because they both wanted to get away from their families. And
You
they
know what's on
succeeded.
everybody's mind?
What?
Meta and Google's stance regarding news and news links.
No, that's on your mind, but we'll
No, it's on everybody's
okay,
mind.
so that's what we're going to look at,
I
because
mean, even the government's saying it's an issue
okay, so
that they created. Go figure.
okay, so let's see about the social media news.
You know,
in
this is another
Canada.
great example of politicians trying to pass laws on technology without having a clue about technology.
Oh, yes, it will. Okay, I do hope that I will see you at the Psychic Soul Sisters event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
Oh, you see, Marcy wants to hear about Justin. Okay, so first off, we're just going to take a quick look at what's going on with Google and Meta. Yeah, they've kind of lost the plot. Yeah, they're definitely going in a wrong direction. Okay, so they're definitely taking a wrong turn there. It's not going to do them any favors. Basically, the way it looks though is that they're the new kid in town today, and they're not even the new kid in town. But if you were to fast forward, say 3 years, you would find that quite a few of these companies don't exist or are quite small, and somebody else has taken over. That's just the way it is.
Okay, so that was a really, really, really quick reading on Bill C-18 and what Google and Meta will do.
Yeah, they will over time become less and less important. So there's that, and they're just adding to their own demise, really. Okay, so you want to hear about Justin? Oh yes.
She didn't specify which one.
Then we'll look at them both. Canada's
Crap.
newest eligible bachelor, Justin Trudeau.
Nobody wants to date that guy.
He is good looking.
Uh-huh. And what else is he bringing to that table?
Don't care.
Failed leader?
Eye candy. Okay, so let's see. Justin Trudeau. I actually
Still a better choice than the other ones, though.
yeah, but I actually get a feeling with Justin Trudeau that the idea of him going through a divorce and kind of being forced into a solitary part of his life actually helps him as a leader. Where he's got that to focus on. And I'm not talking about his reputation, but actually the job he does. So Justin
What are you
Trudeau.
talking about? Christian Freeland's doing his job each and every day.
Okay. Oh, she wants to hear about Justin Bieber. So do I. Okay. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Okay. So yeah, he might be around for they're saying that he won't be around for 8 years, but they think he'll be around for another 3 or 4 years. But the funniest thing is, I think that once he's no longer prime minister, you're gonna find that him and Sophie get back together. So she just couldn't handle the right in the limelight kind of thing. Now let's look at
The wrong limelight, probably.
the wrong limelight. Yeah. Okay, so Justin Bieber. Oh, the Biebs. Oh, let's see. What's going on for him right now? Okay. Justin Bieber. He's working on reinventing himself. I can see that. Oh, yeah. He's got something big coming up next year. So he is working on reinventing himself. And, it feels like something like a line of shoes or something like that. Like it's a fashion accessory. merchandise kind of thing. Okay, and I just gotta see this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I think that if Haley isn't already pregnant, she is going to be pretty soon. And they're going to try and keep it under wraps as long as they can. Going to try and hide that little bun until she's 4 months along or better, which makes sense. And there they are. And then they were 3. Okay, so spring, summer next year. Spring, summer next year gets another one. And Ethereal Tarot wants a question.
No, they want a reading. So what do they need to know right now?
What do you need to know right now? Okay.
Well, blessings to you, Toxic Wave.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling once I'm retired. Maybe I'll find my way out to Arizona, chase down the killer bees.
Oh.
That's Terry.
Oh. Well, I'm not quite sure how this when Michelle's daughter, is she not in Arizona too?
Yes, yes. Haley is, but Haley isn't Toxic Wave. I don't think. I think it's Terry. But Haley, if you're watching, I think you're adorable. Oh yeah, I don't want to mess around with it. Yeah, we watch the Killer Bee guy. Okay, so Ethereal Tarot. Let's see, what does Ethereal Tarot need to know? All right.
No, Ethereal Tarot. Our readings are free. You just got to wait your turn. We take the questions in the sequence we get them. And most of the time I read them right.
Okay, so it feels like right now you're kind of going through a crisis around both money and home, but this is both short term. First off, and I think that what it's doing is kind of making you focus on what's really important. But if I was like, if I was looking, oh, look at that. She says Eric feels about me, and look at where it ends. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. This is the Two of Cups, but it's very similar to the Lovers. And I do see love coming your way, but I still see you going through this adjustment around home and finances. And so that's going to occupy your next 10 weeks. So when you're looking at Eric, he does love you, and yeah, he's worth waiting for. Just work on home and finances. Now it's time to fix those up.
Well, there you go. We hope that helped you out.
Yes, and you can do it.
Yeah, so folks, the reasons we don't take donations or super chats or anything like that is that we're just doing this for fun. And if you want a full reading, you're more than welcome to get one online or in person. And, that's a great way to donate to us, to donate to Sally, is just to buy a reading.
Oh, yes. And I would love to do a full reading. I love to do whether it's in person or online, because even when I do it online, I get to see a face. I get to put a face with a name. And it's so, I really appreciate that. I love meeting you guys in person. I love giving you readings. I love talking to you on Sunday nights and hearing what you have to say and keeping it real. Yes. Okay. So thank you, everybody. I know
you're wrapping it up?
Well, okay, so we still have a few more minutes. We still have 10 more minutes. So who else wants a reading? Well, I'll tell you about the Psychic Soul Sisters event, because
there you
as
go.
a matter of fact, I had I talked with both Pam and Lynn this weekend, so we hammered out a few more of the details. Our Psychic Tools display and Museum of Curiosities is going to be handled by Carla Cole. She's basically going to be the ringmaster, if you will, of this event. We're actually going to have door prizes, and one of the little contests we're going to have. Any of you who've been students of mine know that when I do the psychic development, I do pass the box and the mystery boxes. That's what I call it. So we're going to have a mystery box, and you're welcome to hold it, to shake it, and then just write down what your impressions of that was. Whatever it is, whether it's a color, no matter how silly it seems, that first impression, write it down on a piece of paper and enter it. And at the end of the night, the people who have come closest to describing the nature of the object in the box will win a prize. We'll have a first prize, which we'll do a nice big crystal for that. And then we'll have a couple other smaller prizes for the runners up. And then we'll have bags of healing crystals as consolation prizes. Okay, so I hope to see you all there. We've talked the hotel, and we're getting some really nice desserts and cheese and crackers and veggies for the
Nice.
refreshment area.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to have a little area where you guys can sit and cool your heels while you're waiting for your readings. You'll get to choose between one of us for, and we
4.
say,
What? Am I doing readings too? You didn't?
oh, did I say 4?
Yeah.
Hot day tomorrow, Joy. Okay, so, okay,
And
so,
you said Carla was ringmaster?
yeah,
Oh, good. Then I can leave my whip at home.
yes, you can. She'll bring her own, and I'm sure it'll be bejeweled and yeah. Anyhow, so we'll have that and the demos. The demo area we're going to forego the screen and the projector so everybody can move in closer. And the merchandise area we are going to double or triple in size. So anyone who wants to come see it, take part in the event, just you can go to the Queen's Inn or the Spa near the tracks to purchase your tickets in person. You can call the Queen's Inn at 519-271-1400, or you can call the Spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293 to order your tickets by phone, or just go to my website, sallydiane.com, go to the Psychic Soul Sisters page, and scan the QR code to be taken to Eventbrite so you can buy your tickets online. So that's the 3 ways you can buy your tickets in advance. They're $44 in advance and $49 at the door. And just so you know, last time we had this event, it was sold out beforehand. So there might not even be available tickets at the door. Okay.
Well, Toxic Waif has a question. Will my health issues sort out? Well, Toxic Waif, we generally don't do health readings, but your family.
Yes, you are.
Apparently.
We love you. Yes. You remember the one sling I did with the rainbow flower I think I put on it?
No.
It was a recycled denim one, and I did that for her. She was the one that I did that for. That was when she had her shoulder surgery. So let's see.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came up with a really great sling design.
Yeah.
I've never really kind of seen anything that supports your arm like that.
Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about your health issues. Okay, so you've got something that gnaws at your grounding. So you must have spine or back problems. Okay, so you're asking if you'll get sorted out. Yes, you will, but it's kind of one of those things where you have to do the work. Because when I look at this, I know it says force, but it's really the strength card. I just get the feeling that this woman is like a physiotherapist or something like that, because it seems like she's almost a dominatrix and telling you to do things, but that's what you need to do to get things right. So yeah, there is going to be exercises, but it's not going to be fun. Are they ever fun? Okay, so Yeah, and you have the Queen of Coins. It's Queen of Coins reversed, and I really think that just has to do with how this has impacted and continues to impact your income. Okay, but you ask if you'd ever get better. Yes, yes, it's just not going to be easy. Oh, yeah, and she is. Yes. Oh, yes. Well, thank you for tuning in, and my cousin, all of my cousins. Okay, and Scott Ross wants to know what's coming my way in love.
Hi, Patty.
Scott Ross.
If this keeps up, it's a family reunion here.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so what's coming your way in love? You do have something new coming in, and this is somebody that maybe it feels like there's a little bit of history there, like this was something that almost happened years ago but didn't quite happen. So this is what I see coming your way. So I'm not sure whether it was somebody that you wanted to date that didn't want to date you, or somebody that wanted to date you that you didn't want to date, but there's kind of like a failed connection, and then it turns into a solid connection. Okay, and yeah, yeah, you have somebody from your past coming in, and it's in a good way. Sometimes when we're young, we don't appreciate certain things in people, and things that are actually strengths we interpret to be weaknesses. So sometimes we make dumb decisions about people when we're younger, but this feels like it's saying you're older and wiser, and it will work now. Okay, so yes, you do have something coming your way in love, and it looks like it's something pretty special.
And we got one last question from Yahweh's Child. Love that name there.
Yes.
And what's up in my life?
Okay.
Are you not present in it? Like, what's up with that
Oh,
question?
let's see what Yahweh needs to know. She wants to know what she needs to know, but she doesn't know how to ask it. Okay. So, what does Yahweh need to know? So what you need to know is, as a worker, as your skill set, your what you bring to the table is a lot bigger than what you give yourself credit for. And I think you may be working for a place. There's this phrase: keep him when you feed a horse just enough that he knows he's hungry. And somehow you're being treated like that, and you're being made to think, oh, you're so lucky to be here. And what it's saying is that this is time for, instead of feeling like you're lucky to have a job, you need to change that perspective and realize how lucky your job is to have you. And this is also a good time to see what else is out there, because I think that it's time for you to kind of take charge of your own future and your own opportunity, because there's something that's wearing on you that you need to change, and you're kind of hanging on. Okay.
Well, that was it. That was the last question. We got nothing else
Okay.
left.
So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please tune in again next week. And remember to tell your friends, like and subscribe. It helps our algorithms, and it helps us. And have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week right here on Psychic Sundays.